All right, good evening. Good evening, K-Man. I'm Dionne Anglin, and this is Sports Extra. Tonight, we're talking national pride on two fronts, on the gridiron and on the pitch, right? So K-Man's men and women's national flag football teams are gearing up for a major test this week as they head to El Salvador for the Central American and Caribbean Regional Championships. All right, so we'll break down the preparation, the expectations, and the mindset going into, I guess I could say, that first game. Right, I'm hearing it's Nicaragua, so we'll see. All right, and of course the tournament itself. So here with us, I'll have them introduce themselves. We could start right here to my left, my immediate left.
I'm William Peguero, the president of the Flag Football Association here in Cayman. Part of the national team conglomerate, responsible for putting together the team and preparing for this tournament.
Okay, and next.
I'm Shay Jordan. I'm part of the women's national team. I'm a player both on offense and defense.
Awesome.
Adrian Russell. I used to play for the national team.
I remember the days.
Yeah. Back when I had hair. Now I just coach for the women's national team, and then obviously locally as well.
Yeah. Now you're spreading your knowledge, all your knowledge and your wisdom with the national players and the young ones as well.
Yeah, they say true test of leadership is building successes. So
awesome. And we have John Karanarski, who's going to join us soon. But in the meantime, we will shift later on. After this segment, we're going to shift gears to Elite Sports Club. Okay, so that's football on home soil with the club producing results at every level. Congratulations to Elite. They're fresh off another strong season from youth development to senior success. And of course, we're going to be joined by coaches Dion Brandon, Gregory Ebanks, along with Men's Premier League captain Wesley Robinson. And they're going to talk about just the growth of Elite Sports Club and what's next for the champions. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be back with more Sports Extra in a minute.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
We have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Sports. Stay up to date on your sports news with Radio Cayman Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. It's all about sports.
Follow Radio Social media, X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Interact with our talk shows on YouTube. Download our official Radio Cayman app, or you can log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky. You can also add us to WhatsApp
on 925-3261.
All the latest information, breaking news, community events, and more. Radio Cayman.
Hello, this is Melanie Sims. 50 years of Radio Cayman, what a legacy. I still remember walking through those doors to work at just 16 years old, learning the rhythm of radio and being surrounded by voices who would go on to become legends. Heartfelt thanks to Mr. Loxie Banks for believing in me and giving me my very first start. Radio Cayman, you were more than a station. You were a beginning, and for that, I will always be grateful. Happy 50th anniversary.
You are listening to Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Alrighty, good evening for those of you just tuning in. You're here with Sports Extra, and we are here with our national flag football coaches, president, and players. And they're off to a very exciting tournament this week. And joining us right now, we have Mr. Karanarski. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
I got the name correct?
Yes, you did.
Okay, just making sure. Come a little closer to your mic for me, or you can bring it closer to you. Yeah, you can. That's good. All right, sounds good. So we're going to start with Mr. President here. How are you?
Doing
It's
lovely.
been a while since I've had you in my studio. That's not good.
I know. Every time we say we should do more of these, but then
It's
time
busy.
passes
We
and
get
that is
so
what it is.
busy. Life happens. I understand.
Indeed.
I definitely understand. This tournament is being called a turning point for Cayman flag football. What does the moment represent for the Federation?
It just kind of cements all the work that's been put in over the last couple of years in terms of building on something that was a foundational piece before, but now it's more about an international pathway that we didn't have before in flag football. So for us, it's really about capitalizing on this momentous opportunity, now being members of the International Federation of American Football, the IFAF, which this regional tournament is hosted by. And again, this is one of the bigger steps that we need to take in order to really cement our legacy as Cayman flag football. So this would be, our first, quote unquote, official tournament, where we're no longer just a group of individuals that are coming together to organize, a tournament or a trip. There's much more implications of this. There's international opportunities that can be afforded because of this. And ultimately, this is our first step on a potential Olympic pathway.
Awesome. I like that. What sort of improvements CIFA, which is CIFFA for those who are unaware, has made over the past year to prepare both teams for the competition at this level?
For us, it's all about organization, trying to put ourselves in the best position to be successful in our endeavors. So, it started with, making sure that we can get some of the right people in the right place. A lot of it's still very much a work in progress, but the key and core thing to what we do right now is the fact that we have people that care involved in positions that matter. People like Adrian, John, myself, and others really have stepped up and contributed in a way that, we didn't really have before, which has created this direction for people to really follow. And we just hope to continue to build on that momentum.
Definitely. Coach Russell, the last time you were here was so long ago, but you were a player at the time. Now you're wearing a completely different hat.
Yeah.
What's that transition been like for you?
It's one of the hardest parts of coaching is, especially for this sport, is the mental aspect, knowing that what may seem like as easy on switch to you isn't necessarily the same for the other players. Yeah. So you just gotta meet them with where they are and make the coaching relatable and try to get them to get to the level, the mental level that you're at per se. And obviously they're way beyond my physical level already. So that they're good to go on that side. It's just meeting the mental side of it, the sport. Putting yourself. Many of the differences in these tournaments are putting yourself in the right places at the right time, and that starts with mental preparation and knowing the sport inside and out.
Yeah, most definitely. And what has been like your biggest, I guess, focus in preparation for this tournament with the national women's team?
So we recently were traveling last year as well, and earlier this year with Tampa, and identifying some of the younger players who have the potential to develop, and then working on that with them here locally in the sport here, whether it be in co-ed format or it may be in the women's league, and even identifying younger than that. You see the kids league, the seniors in the kids league are coming up, and they have a lot of potential. So it's about identifying that and trying to hone that locally here. Sometimes it's so easy to just want to play with your friends. I know, like, you used to play basketball for years. I don't know if you still play, but so easy to just want to play with your friends. No, done playing yet.
The body wouldn't allow.
The body says no. Mind says yes. Body says no.
Exactly.
Yeah, but being able to rather than playing with your friends, use them as competition to play against them, and find those weaknesses that you have and turn those into strengths.
Yeah. Is it a younger women's team this year?
We still have some established veterans like Maggie and Ebanks who still plays, but yes, we have a few. We have I think one 18-year-old, two 19-year-olds that are on the team.
That's nice.
That helps, and we have some younger people coming along. Like, we actually have someone who's very talented, who's She's only 16 though, so she can't even qualify yet. But if she continues to be involved in the sport, and we'll look to continue to develop that, we foresee her instantly joining national team because she has the talent.
Yes.
And just like other sports, you see those outlier uber athletic players who they're there. They just need to get that right to the age group, so you don't have to, like back in the day when people were forging birth certificates. You can't do that no more.
What did you see? What did you see in the 18 and 19-year-old that make them qualify for this national team?
Right attitude towards learning. Attitude to learning is key. So any young athletes who are listening out there, just being able to take in what people say, and because it's so easy to be a teenager and just become an adult and be like, the world is mine.
Yes.
I know it all. So having the right attitude, you can then work with that attitude and see vast improvements. There was a young lady who played with me in co-ed, because I still play in the co-ed format because I can hide my deficiencies by having other good people around me. There's a young lady who played with me, Jazara Bush, and she's come leaps and bounds on the offensive side, whereas in just a short period of time, and I see people like that continuing to develop, and just working on those guys, improving, and this has been another stepping stone for younger players like that.
Definitely. And Shayla, you are under Coach Russell's umbrella. She's a national women's player as well. How are you feeling heading into this regional championship?
I feel really good about it. I think the team that we have together is majority young, and we have quite a few veterans on the team. I think the development of the players have been really good throughout the years. As we've seen, we travel, the teams are getting younger and younger and more athletic. So we have to basically try to get more young girls out there. The sport is growing. It's growing exponentially. Next year, the NFL is coming out with 12 professional teams, 6 women teams, 6 men teams. There's an opportunity to get scholarships. So parents, if you have a child, or definitely if you have a girl who wants to get out there and play a sport, flag football could be the sport for her.
Oh, I like that. I like it here. We have to jump on that topic another time.
Yeah, man.
But what's training been like for you guys in preparation of this?
Oh, it's been great. It's been really great. I've been enjoying it. I came down to train with the team, and it's been good.
When you say you came down, what does that mean?
Well, I live in Tennessee, so I live in Tennessee.
Do you play flag up there?
I do. I travel, play flag internationally. We just came back from, well, we not just, but in February we went to Thailand to play.
Okay.
And we've been
so you
planning
got
to go to Bali.
Some experience under your belt here. I like that. That's very good because you get to bring that back and represent the country.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go to Coach John. Coach, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you. Yeah.
You're very welcome. And Coach is the men's. You're a part of the men's team. You're a player, and you're also coach.
Yeah, so I've just recently kind of got on board with the women's team, coaching them because I'm actually ineligible to play in this tournament on the guys' team because of the passport, K-Man passport, which I don't have yet. So I'm actually taking a coaching side to this tournament.
Okay, all right, sounds good. So what's that been like for you?
It's been really good. It's been a lot of fun. It's like Edge says here, it's a little bit different, right? Not being able to play this time around and being, having to watch and to obviously instill my knowledge and experience into the women's side of things. And but it's been a lot of fun. I think we're going to have a lot of fun this weekend. It's going to be tough competition, but I think we're going to be ready for it. And it's just like I said, a matter of getting reps and getting these young girls, as much experience as possible heading into these, high pressure international tournaments where some of these other girls and other teams have been doing it for a long time. So it's, we're not behind the 8 ball, but we have a lot of work to do in terms of getting reps and getting, more people out and involved in the sport. And, this is going to be a huge stage for us to kind of show what we've built so far.
Okay, so you're not playing anymore, but as a player yourself, from a player's perspective, what will be the key for the men's team to start strong in this opener?
For the men's team, I think that it's a different group than we've ever traveled with before with the men's team. A few people in a few different positions and stuff. So it's going to be about communication for them and just being able to be on the same page and see the same thing, kind of every play and every game and just kind of going through, learning stages on each game and seeing what they've done right and seeing what they've done, wrong, and being able to bounce back kind of each game. So it's going to be a lot of communication for them, I think.
Okay. And for those that are listening in and have never heard of flag football before, how is it compared to regular football, which is the NFL? How is it? What's the difference?
I mean, the main difference is how you tackle.
Yes.
Other than that, it's pretty much, and anyone here can speak up, I mean, it's pretty much the same game. The only other difference I would say is that our variant plays a much smaller format.
This is
NFL is
5?
11 aside. Yeah,
Okay.
NFL is 11 aside. Our flag football is 5 aside.
Okay.
So from that, it just kind of condenses the schematics of the game in terms of kind of what you can achieve and how you're going to go about doing it. But, it's still, it's a non-contact format that we're going to be playing in this tournament for both men and women. So, contact isn't allowed, but that just increases the skill component to it.
Yeah.
There's much more evasive maneuvering in flag football than there is in tackle football.
Yes.
So kind of how you move on the field, and even NFL players who now play flag football as their all-star game, kind of comment to the difference in terms of what they are naturally doing versus what they experience when they play flag football against flag football players. This year was the first year that flag football players played against NFL players and actually beat them pretty handily.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
In those games.
You said
so,
destroyed?
Destroyed.
It was beautiful to watch.
I'm sure.
But again, to the world, it just highlighted the prominence of what this sport is. And for many years, it was in the shadow of tackle football just because that was the commercialized version of the sport. But now flag football is getting its shine. So, yeah.
In my days of playing flag, how old is Noah? 15. It was about 15 or maybe
You were with
Nala.
us in the beginning,
Yeah, 13 years ago because I stopped with Nala.
I remember.
I came into I did the 5-man, I did 7.
Yep.
And the men were doing 9 at a time. Are you all playing 5 as well?
Men are playing 5,
Am I-
yes. Yeah.
Why the change?
Honestly, it's just been what the world stage is doing. The world stage plays 5.
Nice.
We played 9, here because that was kind of what it became when it first started here. When what we call the older heads now were doing back in the early 2000s. It was just kind of a backyard football. Guys wanted to play NFL, but obviously they weren't going to go and get pads and all that stuff, right? So 9 aside was kind of what it was. And Ed was there at the beginning too, and kind of can speak to this as well. I mean, that was back when we had linemen playing and all those kind of things. And just over time, the evolution of the sport has come down to a much faster, quicker version, which people just have gravitated to. So it's not, it wasn't by design, I wouldn't say, that, we shifted from 9 down to 5. It was just, because it was what the world was doing flag football-wise. Yeah. The 9-a-side still has its place, but it's very rare, and you'd have to go to very specific or niche tournaments now to find it.
And for all the older ones that are playing, they're probably very happy for 5-man because that contact was not easy.
Well, they have some people who still
wants it.
They yearn. They're addicted to the
like you.
bruises. They're addicted to the bruises.
Coach is addicted to it. He wants that in the corporate league.
Yeah, but So, and we do have some of the more physical. We do like a one-off leagues for that sort of stuff here for people who want to get involved in that aspect of it. But for the most part, like Will was saying, they that's not what they gravitated towards. I think flag initially was an introductory for the NFL to introduce everyone to NFL, and then the more sort of the scoring caught on, and you score a lot more points when it's just a bunch of fast people running from each other than there is big people trying to bowl you down.
Yes.
So and then it took off, and that's the format that they've been playing internationally, and we want to test ourselves on the international level, because it's one thing to be the big fish in the small pond that just came on. It's a total other thing to be the big fish in the world pond,
Yeah, I get you.
So,
Sheila, what about you? What sort of expertise are you bringing to this team for this tournament, especially with your experience overseas?
Well, I've been playing 5s for about 6 years now.
Okay.
So I remember coming down and people were still playing 8s, and I had to explain to them.
Yeah,
I was like, look, the whole world is playing 5s.
Yeah,
the Olympic is 5s.
Right.
So we need to be able to switch it over. And I think the teams have been able to switch over really, really great with that. They've been able to adjust to the switch. And we've been able to, we have speed on the island. We already know that.
Right.
So we've been able to incorporate that into the women's team, and we've been doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to this tournament. Hopefully we can come out with a championship. That's the only goal.
That'll be really nice.
So, yeah.
What part of your game are you going to be focusing on?
Well, right now they have me as a slot. They're going to have me as a center, and they're going to have me as a middle linebacker. So I'm really just open to wherever I'm needed on the team.
What do you say about the confidence and the chemistry with your national team?
Oh, it's really great.
Yeah.
It's really great. We all mesh really well. Everybody's great off the field. We great on the field. It's gonna be a good showing for Cayman.
Awesome. I like that. And Coach John, how has preparing for this tournament changed your understanding of the game from both sides? I mean, you're not playing anymore, but still, I'm sure it does change your mindset a bit in some way, doing both player and coach.
Yeah, it's. I love the coaching aspect of it. I've been a coach in many different leagues and many different age groups throughout my time and back in home in Canada and in obviously here in Cayman. So I do have some experience obviously coaching as well, and it is fun. I do enjoy it when I can't play, and that's when I really do stop playing. I still am playing now. I just want to make that clear. I still am playing and will continue to play until I can't. But it is a lot of fun and staying within the game, will always be a part of my life. And I grew up in a football family, and it will be there, forever. And whether it's, in Cayman, which, was not the original plan, obviously coming from Canada, but I'm glad it was a sport down here, and I was able to continue to play. And but I think bringing my experience to the women's side of things, again, it's a little bit different, obviously dealing with women temperaments and than the guys, and it's which is kind of nice. The girls listen more, which is great. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Shay's going to be, like she said, kind of a Swiss Army knife for us on the field, a few different positions, and that's what we're kind of doing with everybody, and moving people around and making giving people the best opportunity to play hard.
Awesome. And Coach Adrian, is this your first time representing as a national coach?
No, I've been involved in quite a few tournaments. I mean, dating back to, I want to say, this was a different format. This was 7-man, but we went to Bahamas.
Okay.
I want to say that was like 2014, maybe.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. But yeah, on and off, whenever time allows, because that's one thing you got to give up. You sacrifice your personal time as well to go to these tournaments. Because we all still have to pay CUC at the end of the day. So yeah, so we got to keep our real jobs as well. But yeah, it's coaching is one of the greatest experiences. I mean, it can be stressful, but it's one of the greatest rewarding experiences when you help people develop and you see how they've come along.
Yes.
In terms of their talent and just develop as individuals as well. Because at the end of the day, you're coaching people to go from young just athletes to adult athletes who are great people, generally great people as well, because you instill those values.
Awesome. Who's the men's coach?
So we have Oliver Parker as the head coach for the men.
Oh, look at that. Oliver's coaching now. Does he still play corporate?
He tries.
He tries, yeah.
He gives a good
gets there.
He was a star in the last tournament that you guys had.
60-minute warm-up, but he gets there.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean,
love you, Oliver.
Oliver's been playing for years, and like you see him, he'll come out early, but he's coming out early to warm up those bones. And he's taking laps around that field.
You have to, When you reach a certain age, you can't be coming out half an hour. 15 minutes before.
Yeah. But once he gets the engine going, he's still contributing out there.
Yeah, his team did win the recent
that's what I read.
Co-ed championship. So
that's pretty good.
The flack is deserved.
What growth have you seen in the women's program, you'd say, over the past year, Coach Adrian?
For the women's program, it's the more introduction of the younger players.
Yeah.
That's the main growth I've seen, and that's led to more competitiveness within the league here, and also both the women's league as well as the co-ed, because in the co-ed league, which is finalized now, but when you come out to give that more coverage next year, the co-ed league, one of the things that separates the good teams, from the really great teams,
Yeah.
is the talent of the women that's on the team.
Nice.
Right? Because so much of the there's a lot of uber athlete guys out there that spread around, but in terms of uber athlete females that are also knowing the sport, there's not as much of them, and hopefully we get more of them. But they really separate the cream of the crop in the co-ed format, and then you'll see them sharing as well in the women's league that's coming up here shortly.
Awesome. So, who are some of the teams that you all will be facing in this tournament?
So we got Jamaica, Nicaragua, Dominican Republic,
Puerto Rico, El Salvador, who's the host,
El Salvador, the host,
as well.
Right.
On both sides,
Okay.
men and women.
Who's going to be the most challenging team? You guys done your homework on any of them?
I mean, based on our homework and our experience so far, we know Puerto Rico to have generally a strong team.
Yeah.
Their program is very advanced. We talked to their coaches and stuff. They have coaches brought in from the U.S. Obviously, being a U.S. territory helps as well.
So most likely it's them and you in the finals.
Well,
Both men and women.
All goes well.
so.
I think that the other dark horse is probably El Salvador, I would say,
Yes.
just because it's a big difference. I mean, they'll be the only people home crowd. With a home crowd, they have home field advantage, right? So everyone that's in the stands, none of them is going to be chanting Cayman. aside from if our games don't intersect, then we go across and we play. We support each other. But everyone's going to be there supporting El Salvador. So
And your first game, I read somewhere that it's against Nicaragua.
No, the first games are actually the women start off against.
We played Jamaica.
Jamaica,
And the
they
men
switched
start
it up.
off- The men start off against Puerto Rico. That's on the 18th.
Awesome. What's Jamaica's flag football team like?
We faced them in the Panama tournament last fall, and we did win that game. So, I mean, they do have some talent on their team. I think their team was more of a mix and match in terms of who was available for that particular tournament. So I don't think we got their best showing. So hopefully they give some good competition out there. But we definitely feel like we have the edge against Jamaica right now.
Are you guys going to be playing all of them, or you all are going to be in different groups?
There's only 5 women's teams and 6 men's teams.
So everybody gets a shot to play with everyone.
Everyone plays everyone in pool
And how
play,
does it
and then there's
go?
a tournament after.
How do the rounds go after you win or lose the first game?
There's 3 days of games, so we 18th, 19th, 20th, everyone plays everyone, and then after that the seedings go into the 21st, and I believe if necessary the 22nd.
Awesome. All right. Any last words before you all head out?
No, we just want to obviously thank you for this opportunity to come out and speak. I mean, the core message for us is that we always want to express gratitude for our players, our coaches, families, volunteers, everybody involved in what we do. This trip to El Salvador is just another milestone, like we said, and we're excited for our teams, both men and women, to represent Cayman, with professionalism and pride.
Awesome. I like that. Anyone else?
Just support Cayman. If you go on Instagram, you'll be able to find it. Just search for the El Salvador 2026 Central American Flag Football Tournament, and you'll find it. I'll also share it with you, Dionne, and we go from there.
Anything, Shayla?
Oh well, for the parents out there, like Cayman Islands Flag Football has a youth association. So if you want your kids to come out and be involved in flag, get them involved in the youth association, get them started there. There's a lot of pathways for them to get scholarships, get turned into professional athletes using flag football. So we just have to get our kids in front of that first before we get left behind, and we don't want to do that. Exactly. We are already left behind. They've given out money, scholarships.
Registration's open now.
I think there's about 300 plus kids right now registered, which is a huge increase from last year too.
Yeah, last year was 240, which was an increase of about 50 from the year before. So it's been growing dramatically, the kids, which is great, and it just means obviously more potential for our local product and our national team product. So
awesome.
Go Flag Cayman.
Definitely, and all the best in your tournament.
Thank you.
It starts Thursday.
Yes, the 18th.
Okay, and you guys travel tomorrow, so all the best. Safe travels as well.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Sports Extra. We have the Premier League champions in the house, so stay tuned for that.
For the record, with Ort Connor.
Folks, I want to thank you for allowing Radio Cayman and, by extension, For the Record into your home.
Hear from your government and community leaders on issues and events concerning the Cayman Islands and its residents. during Radio Cayman's For the Record talk radio program, airing each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning from 7:30 to 10.
For the record.
For the Record.
For the record.
Is brought to you by JN Money. From abroad to yard. Fast, affordable, convenient. For more information, visit jnmoneyonline.com.
Discover your dream home with Cayman National's home loan. Get up to 95% financing, repayment up to 40 years, and just a 0.5% commitment fee. Your interest rate? Depending on your risk factors, it'll be fixed or variable. Plus, you get a pre-approved credit card. This is a limited time offer. Dial 949-8300 or email lending@caymannational.com today. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know there are over 100 Adventist-owned businesses right here in the Cayman Islands? Adventist entrepreneurs are making a powerful impact across Cayman. Join us on Sunday, June 28th at 2 p.m. at the Lion Center, Grand Cayman for the ASI Cayman Business and Career Expo. Explore products and services, enjoy exclusive discounts, free samples, giveaways, and exciting prizes. Need a wellness check? Enjoy free health screenings and relaxing massage therapy. Thinking about your future career? Young people, students, and job seekers, whether you're looking to grow your business, plan your future, network with professionals, or simply enjoy a great community event, this is the place to be. Admission is absolutely free. The ASI Cayman Business and Career Expo. Showcase, connect, succeed. Sunday, June 28th, 2 p.m. at the Lion Center. For more information, visit asikayman.interamerica.org.
The 720 AM Weather Report, Monday through Friday, is brought to you by Credit Union, on the road to 50 years of serving our members. Visit creditunion.ky to join today.
Shaken yet standing firm.
I was not built to break.
This is Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. We have the Premier League champions in the house, and their player, the captain for the men's Premier League team, and the coaches, right, for I think it's about 4 different teams. You're a coach, right?
Correct.
Amongst the elite sports club. How are you all?
I'm good.
Coach Dionne, are you too far away, or you look like you're a little far from your mic?
No, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think you're okay. All right.
Yeah,
all is good?
Yeah,
Mr. Traveling Man over here, he's always traveling. You were going to say something, Coach.
Yeah, we're good. We're just recovering from such a long season.
Yeah.
Extremely long.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Sunset on last week, Tuesday, and I was like, football's on a break? What? Yeah, I never.
Yeah.
You guys are always going.
It's been very extremely
Yeah. How do you do it, Coach? How do you do it?
Oof, if I told you my life, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, try me.
But before we begin this
Yeah.
year, and I want to, on behalf of Elite Sports Club,
Yes.
we want to thank Radio Cayman for hosting Elite
Yes.
this evening to discuss, about our programs and everything else.
Yes,
So
of course.
greatly appreciated. Well, how do I do this? For the last 35 years,
Yeah.
I've been given to the community, particularly the district of West Bay.
Yes.
From youth up to seniors, even in women included. And our schedule this year, we would have had days like a game on Monday, a double session, me and Coach Dionne on a Tuesday, Wednesday sometimes a break, sometimes. Thursday a double session again, Friday evening a game, Saturday morning a game, Sunday evening a game. And this, for me, it's all voluntary. So it takes away a lot from, doing other things as well because of the commitment and dedication that it requires.
Takes a lot of time away from family as well. So
And
you
so
have to
many
have
things.
very understanding spouses. And I know the deal because my father has been in that. He shares the same hat. He's now retired. So he's finally getting that time to spend time with the family and, do the things that he's always wanted to do. Yeah. So I understand. All right. Sounds good. So, Coach, you and Coach Dionne work across every level of the club. How does that shared leadership strengthen Elite's sports club identity, you think?
Ooh, well, to be honest with you, the partnership that I've had in the past 2 years especially, but prior to that was with the youth.
Right.
It's like people are now asking me if Dionne is my son. So it goes to show, how we've bonded and the chemistry between both of us and the understanding. It's been phenomenal. And I must commend Dionne. He's a bright young Caymanian.
Definitely.
That managed Elite this season to deliver such an awesome and outstanding season. Just to mention the 4 groups that we've catered to this season. We catered to the under-15s, and as a result, we won an FA Cup, and it's been a very long time Elite
since.
haven't done, and we came runners-up in the league as well.
Okay.
And
That's
with
very
the
good.
under-17s, we've managed to come second in the lead, and also runners-up again, also in the FA Cup.
Okay.
Our men's second division, we catered to runners-up in both competitions, FA Cup and League. And with the Premier League, we won the Charity Shield, the President Cup, and 2 times in a row, we won the League. So we've had a very, very outstanding long season, I should say, but very rewarding.
Of course.
Yeah.
Coach Dionne, what does it mean to you to see the club win both U15 and the Premier League?
For me, it's all about seeing the performance of the team after putting in all the hard work on the pitch. It shows the dedication. It shows the dedication and the commitment of the players, and their receptiveness and their ability to be coachable. And I think this is probably the best season I've had as a coach so far.
Yeah.
When it comes to result-wise and trophies and lifting,
Who did you guys play in the final for the U15?
3-4-5.
It was 3-4. What was the score?
We won on penalty shootout.
Yes.
Penalty shootout,
that one was sticky.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. So it was a pretty close game.
Yeah.
All right.
Very close.
Very close. Okay, that's very nice. It's good to see when the kids, hard work does pay off. You know what I mean? How do you ensure continuity, I should say, in playing style from U15 all the way up to the Premier League level?
Okay, for us, no opponent is the same. So preparation is key going into the games on the weekend. So it depends on who we're playing. We adjust our training for that week.
Okay.
So some teams are more defensive, some teams are more counter-attacking. It all depends. Some teams are just set-piece masters that we need to focus on defending. And I think that's what's made the difference for us. We are able to adapt depending on the opponent that we have coming up.
All right. You know, I don't know if I introduced you guys. But you see, your name is so well known, the two of you, all three of you, as a matter of fact. So I know when they hear the voices, they know who I'm speaking to. But of course, we have Gregory Ebanks, elite coach. We know that name with elite coach Dionne Brandon, and we have the captain of the Premier League team, and that's Mr. Wesley Robinson. So I also want to get to Wesley. If he can just share with us, what does this title, the Premier League Championship title, mean to you personally?
Just to piggyback off the coaches as well.
Yeah,
means a lot. Like the coach said, we set up week by week, just depending on the teams that we go up against, looking at our strengths, how we can maximize that.
Yeah.
The teams that we're facing, capitalize on their weaknesses, and it's been really long, rigorous season. So all the sacrifices, all the training sessions, all the hard work that we put in, came to fruition and was a successful season. So we're very happy about that.
Did you come through the elite system from your young?
Not from a young age.
Okay.
Once I got to about 18, 19, then I came over.
Okay. All right. So, and how many championships does, I don't know if I'm going to see if you all can count this much. How many championships does Elite have?
With the Premier League, 4.
Yeah, four with the Premier League.
And we were formed in 2006, January 2006. So in 20 years, we managed to win four Premier League titles.
Mm-hmm.
A numerous amount of President Cups or other sponsored cups as well. Okay. So we've had a good journey, considering our 20-year reign.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. And Coach, how do you go about keeping the players motivated when, I guess when they move between divisions or age groups throughout the season? How do you keep them motivated?
Oh, wow. Yep, I guess we do a lot of socials,
nice.
To entertain them and have a lot of discussions. We gather around and socialize. And just recently we started playing dominoes, so we building that team bonding. There's some of the key things that we do to try to keep them, focused and to accomplish some of the things that we want, so they can feel the spirits within inside of the club. Now we've recognized the importance, and I would love all heirs to basically listen to this. Playing in competitions here in Cayman is one thing, but we need to get out there and participate overseas as well. Last year, prior to the season starting, we went off to Panama.
Okay.
And, when you do these trips, it's very expensive. And we've seen and we discussed and we had a lot of, comic during that time. Those are the type of things that we sort of like build, this team bonding. And we're about 7 weeks away, where we'll be off to Trinidad to play in CFU. And this would be the third time for for Elite to play in CFU. Scholars is the kings of this. They've been going probably like 4 years in succession, but this is a different type of football. We're playing against teams that are more or less semi-professional.
Okay.
So the challenge is going to be much more than what we encounter here. But the objective is to have Cayman do more international games, club playing more international games to enhance our levels here in Cayman.
What kind of difference you saw in your players this season after taking part in those international competitions?
Oof. When we came back from Panama, we were just, speed is the number one quality in sports, and we were just moving the ball so fast.
Yeah.
And it subsided during the course of our trainings, because we would go like 2 weeks, sometimes a month without a game, and to keep players motivated, it's not an easy task.
Right.
So, but when we came back from Panama, when we went to Panama, they were playing extremely fast, and this sort of brought some momentum for our season as well. And then there's a downfall whenever we don't have games. Players wants to play, and it just been so drawn out and very, very taxing.
Yeah.
On the coaching staff as well as the players.
How long is your break? So you guys are off now?
Correct. Yes, but we play in CFU the 21st of July.
That's 21st of July.
Right, and the association should announce when it should resume. Should be in September.
Typically, yeah.
Okay.
September.
All right. So cool. So you get a nice little break. This trip to Trinidad is fun. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, it's serious, but it's always nice to travel internationally and compete.
Yes.
So it's I put that on the fun list.
Yes, yeah, but it gives you a lot of exposure and experience.
Yeah, exactly,
yes,
and that's exactly what they need.
That's the best teacher.
Yeah, totally.
But I think I'm.
Yeah, no, yeah. What you went to Panama as well? Did you compete in Panama?
Yes.
What was that competition like?
For me, it was a good eye opener for the team on a whole, not just the coaching staff, just to see what type of level there is out there, but just from a player perspective, not only for myself, but for a lot of our players, it was their first time traveling abroad at any type of sport level. So just to see the type of football that others play, the speed of play, that's very encouraging, very motivating. It kind of pushes you to want to get to that level and get as close to that level as possible. So it was really good for us as a team to do that trip before going into the Charity Shield, before going into the league. That way we kind of hit the ground running as the league started.
What did you learn personally from that trip?
Personally, I learned I would definitely say a bit more patience in terms of keeping team cohesion during certain games, especially when it's not going your way. How to influence the game from a captain perspective, and how to lift certain players in terms of different personalities. I would say it goes as far as saying different characteristics as well, just to get everyone to gel together as much as possible.
Yeah, and speaking of captain, Wesley, what's the culture like inside the Premier team itself, and how do you help keep that standard as a captain?
The culture right now, it's very good, I would say, in terms of the togetherness and cohesion. Obviously, sometimes brothers fight as well too, so we have that ability to go at each other in certain aspects of training sessions, whether it be the game, and then just like block it out,
right,
and then start from ground zero, become as one once again, and then continue on. One thing I could say that the coaches, they've given me the leeway just to lead the team the way I see fit, with being a national team player and the player with the most experience in the team, just to push the level as high as possible. And if the training session drops, not only just to hear it from the coaches, but to from the leaders themselves in the team, it keeps the players at a certain level and keeps our standard up nice and high all through the season.
I like that. Thanks for sharing that. What team you would say this season gave you guys the most challenge?
You want me to answer?
Yeah, you.
There was a number of teams that gave us a good challenge, a good run for our money in the season. I would definitely give hats off to Academy. They definitely pushed us to our limits for sure this season. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What is it about Academy? What are their strengths?
They keep the ball very well. They're very good at getting into tight spaces, I would say, just with their smoothness, with the way they circle the ball from left to right. And they have players who will punish you if you give them the space.
And what about Elite? What are Elite's strengths?
We have that
same mentality.
Mentality, same strength. One thing I would say, we have the ability to, even when the game is not going our way, we can turn it on in the blink of an eye. Also as well, I want to give big shout out to the rest of my defenders in my back line as well too, especially the keeper. One thing that's been a big plus for us for the past 2 years, last season winning the league and this season going back to back, is we have held the best defensive record all the way through each season, and that's helped us in a lot of games, whether we need to grind something out and win 1-0
Yeah.
or if we can't get the job done and score, we're not going to lose the game.
All right. We're going to take a short break, Wesley. We're going to come back to that as soon as we get back from this break. Stay tuned.
The Department of Agriculture invites you to a 3-day agro-processing workshop happening July 13th to 15th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Learn practical skills in food safety, good manufacturing practices, and how to make products like sauces and jellies. The cost is $150 per person. Register and make payment by June 30th at the Department of Agriculture's Commercial Center, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Spaces are limited and seats are filling fast. Secure your spot today at doa.gov.ky or call 947-3090.
The 8:12 a.m. Weather Report, Monday through Friday, is proudly sponsored by CG Britke. Insurance, health, pensions, life, where people come first.
Satisfaction is guaranteed 24 hours a day, whether it's music or information.
From Grand Cayman to Cayman Brac to Little Cayman, we've got you covered.
You ever hear a thing like that?
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman's Sports Extra. We're here with Coach Gregory Ebanks, Coach Dionne Brandon, and Captain Wesley Robinson of Elite Sports Club, the champions of the Premier League and the Under-15 League as well. FA Cup, the Under-15 FA Cup. All right, sounds good. And what message, Wesley, what message would you like to send to the U15s and the U17s who look up to you as you continue to chase these titles?
Message I would say is stay positive, stay committed as well to work hard, strive for the goals that you want to achieve, and you can achieve that as well too. I myself, playing under 15, playing under 17, come through under 19 all the way up to the men's league. I did the same thing as well too, and it's one of those things, if you really want to get there, get on a national team or get to the men's league and win trophies, be the best at your position, be the best you can be. It's one of those things you've got to stay committed and sacrifice for your position. You've got to put in the extra work sometimes as well to do what needs to be done.
Awesome, I like that. Coach Dionne, how important is it for the younger players, you'd say, to see someone like Wesley leading the Premier League team as a captain?
I think Wesley is a really good role model for the youth, not only on the pitch but off the pitch.
Okay.
He's well experienced, international caps for the country. So he's not only a leader for me within the team, but we're pretty close off the pitch also.
Okay, gotcha. And pertaining to your U15 squad, what sort of qualities do you look for in the younger players that tell you they can eventually make the jump from the under-15s, the under-17s, and then Premier League? The men's team, I'd say, yeah.
For me, I think it's always easy for me to fine tune their skills or whatever.
Yeah.
But just having the basic discipline, the commitment, and the ability to be coachable. Right. I cannot stress that word enough.
It's very important, yeah.
Because at those ages, when you're 15, 17, you may be the best here on island. And they feel like they don't need to take instructions.
Or come to practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
They feel like they can just show up and do as they want. They don't listen. They don't play as a team. They play more individual. And that's when we start to get the breakdown in the program.
Yeah. What's the precedence you guys have set for players like that?
We sit them out.
Yeah.
We sit them out. We show that no one person is bigger than the team.
Yeah. Coach Greg is like, yeah. Yeah. They're all just nodding their heads in
across
agreement.
The board.
Say that again?
It's one rule across the board.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's what you know as well from you entered the elite club. Yeah. Okay. So what is something you would like to see more of, Coach Greg? I know we were talking a little bit off the mic, but what is something you'd like to see more of as leaders of the Elite Sports Club?
Well, almost ready to retire from coaching football. I did 39 years in Customs Border Control, and I kind of feel in the next 4 years, I'm going to call it the day. And I would love to see people that, I guess, I don't know, I don't want to use the word criticize, but get people to come in, to enhance the sport and to give back to the community.
Yeah.
We hardly have people giving back to the community. Very, very little. They'll come one day and they'll just disappear.
When they realize what the workload entails, they back off. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, this caters to a lot of responsibilities, even if it's just, helping out with equipment, giving some means of, support to programs, because we are a non-profitable organization. We have approximately maybe about 150 in the male the male sector, and maybe about 35 in the female sector, and it's quite an expensive thing. And our players don't pay. This season they got all uniforms free, refreshments free. I mean, it's a very costly thing, and it would be nice to even have more potential sponsors.
Yes.
To to make take the burden off of the team. We're grateful for Burger King, Popeyes, and Tim Hortons.
Okay.
So we're really
They're
grateful
the sponsors
for
of
their
the
support.
different teams.
Yes.
Club,
well,
yeah.
for the club,
For the
basically,
club
on the
itself,
whole.
okay.
But it's just so taxing with running a program and doing this for such a long time. I've been given out of my pockets. Coach Dionne been given out of his pockets. Even my captain been given out of his pockets.
Yeah.
And things are so strenuous and so forth. It would be good to see if someone see people basically giving back to the sports. I mean, it's something for people to look for potential sponsors to look at. I mean, our Premier League haven't been sponsored in a long time, and I think they're now in the process of finally getting a sponsor. I made to understand, but there's other competitions that need sponsors, and it would be good. It's the biggest sport in the world,
definitely.
And you can tell by how all of even countries that are neighboring us, how the sponsors get on board to make their programs much better, and as a result, you've seen smaller countries go to World Cups and so on.
Yeah.
So funding is a very necessity, as well as human resources.
Before you go, how can people get a hold of you?
If they
want to take part.
That should be very easy. My cell number is 916-6526. So feel welcome. Well, I welcome you too.
And also World Cup. Who are your teams?
Coach Dionne doesn't want to spill his guts, but I am Brazil.
Coach Dionne, I want to hear from. Come on, let me hear. Who's your team?
For me, I'm an Argentina supporter. However, I like the style and I like the attacking ability of France.
Argentina's kicking off now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Argentina. Not very many people like to admit that. But okay, and you know why. Go ahead, Wesley.
I am Mexico and Brazil to the day I die.
Mexico and Brazil. And what about you, Coach Greggy?
Brazil and England from always. Brazil and England, yeah.
What? Norway and USA over here.
But I do support our CONCACAF
countries. Was it Curacao part of that as well?
Yes.
And they played.
US,
they played against
Canada.
my team. My team is Germany, and I know, but you know what? I was proud of Curacao for getting a goal against a huge team like that. I was proud of them. Yeah. Germany didn't like that, so they woke up after that goal. But I was very proud of them. 48 teams this year. 48 from 32 4 years ago. That's huge.
Yeah. Never a dull moment right now.
No, I know.
There's plenty of football to be played.
It's plenty of football playing. What do you think caused that huge jump from 32 to 48? Money. money. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I think people don't realize, the trickle-down effect. But whenever all of these things happen, our federations gain something from it as well. All of the other federations throughout the world gain something as well. Even our national team players gain from, even a little stipend or something.
Yeah.
So it's a trickle-down effect. And
Yeah.
it requires money, like I've been basically sharing to facilitate, the process.
Awesome. All right. Well, all the best to your teams and to your defending champions. Yeah. Right, Dionne?
Yes.
Yeah. I think before we
close
off, I just want to big up the Elite Sports Club, and I just want to shine some light on the program that they have.
Yes.
It is a non-profit organization, where none of the players pay anything out of their pocket, and it's on the male side. It's run by basically 2 individuals, and we are still able 3 individuals, and we are still able to compete with those private clubs or those ones where you have to pay a certain fee, and we can still get decent results.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. I'll be sure to pick that for my local sports report this week. Well, that's it. That brings us to the end of Radio Cayman Sports Extra for tonight. Congratulations to Elite. I'm very proud of you guys that you're Premier League champions and your under-15 squad. You said it's the first time in a while?
Quite some time.
Yeah. So congratulations on a job well done. I saw a lot of the interviews on the social media pages, so I'm proud of the kids. They've done really well. All right, that's it. I'm Dionne Anglin. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sports Extra, and of course supporting Cayman's rising talent and our future talent and our coaches. You guys do a lot of work, and it goes sometimes unnoticed, but we see you. Yeah. All right. Take care. God bless and good night.
Likewise. Thank you.
Sports Extra. From 7 to 8 p.m., highlights of local sports around the Cayman Islands. Sports Extra.
It's amazing to see the improvement of the team.
Sports Extra, keeping you informed.
Radio Cayman, covering Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and Grand Cayman.
One